Still first down.
Here's Bernard. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
I love watching T.J. Ward play. Whether it's covering into deep zones or blitzing, this man makes plays.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And many use the running game like boxers do. Body blow after body blow after body blow. You may not get what you want early, but those add up, and by the 4th quarter, you could break a big one.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Here's Dalton. He drops it off for Bernard. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Take it at the 37. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Now the Bengals defense readies as they head on the field. They did their job last go-around, forced the punt, hoping for more of that here.
They got off the field. It's exactly what they wanted to accomplish. Get off the field, turn the ball over to their offense, and kick back and enjoy a little bit of water and rest before they have to go back out there again.
Back out there now, hoping to hurry up and get more water and rest. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go! Blue Lady! Blue Lady!
So we've reached the end of a fairly even first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. We'll return to Cincinnati after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Detroit! Detroit! No, check. Patriot!
They come out here in the eye.
Green 39! Green 39! Let's go!
They run it again with Anderson. And he's got room. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
C.J. Anderson may not be a Pro Bowl runner, but he knows how to run big in big games.
Yeah, he sort of sealed the Super Bowl for them in the 4th quarter. Big game against the Patriots last year on a Monday night, but only 720 yards all told in 2015. They'll set up a throw. Screen play, Anderson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll be good for a Denver 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Carlos Dansby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
This one grabbed by A.J. Green. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. You know what was surprising from their game against the Steelers last weekend was A.J. Green, only 2 catches. Andy Dalton threw the ball 54 times. You would have thought Green would have had bigger numbers.
Had 12 catches in their season-opening victory against the Jets. So the Steelers, they knew about A.J. Green, and they made it a mission to not let him beat them. And they really did a nice job blanketing him.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, 78 yards, and the Bengals have taken the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Really excellent job there of just going up and getting it.
Brandon, I'm a defender. I shouldn't be this excited, but what a play by the receiver downfield to elevate and make the catch.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense...
And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders, 49 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro up with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Not much more impressive than that. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And on the return, here comes Adam Jones. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Now a carry for Bernard. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. They saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Holding Still second down.
Tiny's Ringo. Tiny's on Ringo. Tiny's on the Ringo. We got three. We got 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now Bernard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Taken in at the 11. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. In the backfield is Anderson.
Green 39.
They're going to give it to him running right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front?
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. So they'll try again with Anderson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. C.J. Anderson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. So they just do get the touchdown in before halftime, and now a PAT will tie it.
So what we're seeing is one team is going to be really excited right now. How about the other side, though? Will they be deflated, or will they go ahead and gather themselves, regroup at halftime, and come back out because we had an even half?
Yeah, we did. We'll see. Should be a good second half, that's for sure. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, guys. We'll get back to you soon for the second half of this tied ball game. But first, let's look back
back now this first half of play. So we've got a tie game at half, and you can bet both coaches are in that locker room making adjustments and telling their guys to just keep playing hard like they did in the first half. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Broncos with the ball early in the second. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Dansby's in position, and he is the one who comes away with the ball. Offense on the field now after the INT. Bernard's going to...
Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29. Yard line. In the backfield is Anderson, and he'll get it up the middle. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. We focus our attention now on the Broncos' defense. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
And we saw that advantage right there. Second down following the run.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line. Very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6. In the game. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Penalty marker is down here. And able to find Green. And he's he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Holding. Defense.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on first down. And a right side completion here by LaFell. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They go play action here on first down. This will be caught at the 2. And he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
They'll run here with Bernard. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
When we did DeMarcus Ware's games in Dallas, didn't we spend most of the time talking about him rushing the passer?
We did, and how about now?
Oh, boy.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4th. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in. And affect their play.
6 yards to go here on second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. No, check. No, check.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Michael Johnson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's 3rd down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it?
He's got a man. Complete. A huge... Play there for Denver, and even 40 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Norwood that time. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Simeon. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Gary Kubiak's guys denied on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football.